Good morning. Welcome to another video. I really appreciate you joining me today. Today I'm going to do an initial unboxing and first run impressions video for the Altra Lone Peak 7. I've owned several pairs of Lone Peaks in the past. Well, I guess this is probably my fourth pair. I don't get every version, so the previous version that I had was the Lone Peak 5s. I don't put enough miles on the trails, and I do run in some other trail shoes as well, so I don't buy every version. I think I've owned in the past the Lone Peak 1.5s, I've owned the 3s, the 5s, and now I'm buying the 7s. My Lone Peak 5s, if you can see, I've started wearing down some of the grip on it. I've got little holes up here. I can still do some walking in these. They've got about 400 miles. I usually find that in my Lone Peaks I get 400 to 500 miles. And they're very trusty, good shoe. I like them because they have the rock plate in them, which protects a bit from rocks. It's not a hard rock plate, so the shoe is still very flexible, but it's enough to dampen the feel of rocks on technical terrain. And I find that the MaxTrack outsole is still pretty good. I don't think it's quite as grippy as Vibram outsoles, but I think it's pretty good. And since the 5s, they've gone to using an Ego midsole, which I find bouncy and protective. I like it. I like the midsole, I like the feel of it. But anyway, so the Lone Peaks have been probably the staple shoe in my trail shoe rotation. They are zero drop, 25 millimeters is Ego midsole. So this is the new Lone Peak 7. I decided it was time to replace my Lone Peaks. This is the brand new version they have. Some of the differences, as I pull it out, it still has the 25 millimeters of Ego midsole, which I think has always felt really good in my Lone Peak 5, so I don't think I'm going to have any issue with that. Some of the things they've changed is, you'll see in the Lone Peak 5, well, you probably can't see it in this picture, but there's a lot of stitching. They stitched a lot of the upper material. They stitched the toe cap. They've gotten rid of all the stitching. This is all just, it's seamless, so they've glued it on. I think that's going to be nice. It drops the weight. I mean, I think it helps with the weight a little bit, but and it looks a little sleeker. The only thing I would kind of worry about a little bit is I've had a little trouble with some Altra shoes in the past where like I have a video out on my Altra Torrent 6s. The first pair I bought, the glue was not good, so it didn't stay down good. Well, this is all glued, so there's a few more places where it could be a problem, but these really look well glued right now, and I've only had that problem on one or two Altra shoes in the past, so hopefully that'll work out well. The other things they've done, when they went to the Lone Peak 6s, they changed this pull tab from going up and down like this, like it was in all their previous versions, to going sideways. And I knew a lot of people that didn't really like that, so they went back to the up and down pull tab, which I prefer. They also said they've made the outsole stickier, made the MaxTrack outsole a bit stickier to help more in wet conditions. And I will say that they changed the design, obviously, a bit, if you look. And it does look a little more aggressive. The lugs are about the same depth, but there's more of them, and especially even through the center here, there's quite a few extra little lugs in here. So I'm hoping the grip will even be a little better. I kind of like the special grip up on the back, the toe, and up here in the back that I think will, if you'll see in my old shoes, that's where I kind of wore down the lugs, is in this back corner, of course, like a heel striker would do. But they put a lot of extra lugs back here, so I have hopes that will increase the longevity and the grip. The other thing they did is they added a TPU little heel counter thing around the back, which it looks like it's down low enough it shouldn't cause any problem, but it's supposed to make the shoe just a little bit more stable. I never had any trouble with stability before. As long as that doesn't irritate me, I'm fine with it. Okay, when I weigh my Lone Peak, these come in at 11 ounces in a men's size 9 according to the official website. The old ones, I'm not sure this is going to be a fair comparison because I've still got quite a bit of mud on here I hadn't been able to clean off on my Lone Peak 5s. In my men's size 11.5, I'm getting a little over like 12.1 ounces right now. If I put a men's size 11.5 of the new Lone Peak 7s, I'm getting 11.46. So I am getting that it's a bit lighter. I don't really remember if they were supposed to have dropped the weight in the Lone Peak 6s or not. It's kind of interesting because these are rated at 11 ounces for a men's size 9, but they're less than 11.5 in my men's size 11.5. And most shoes, when you go from men's size 9 to men's size 11.5, I've been seeing them go up by almost an ounce. So maybe the fact that this is that all seamless upper, even if it is 11 in a men's size 9, 11 ounces, maybe when you add the extra material to make it a bigger shoe, it's just not adding that much weight. So I'm kind of impressed that I'm seeing that it's not that much heavier than the listed weight. They came out with some different colorways. A lot of their colorways, they have a blue that's fairly mild colors, but most of them have some wild colors and kind of a mixture of colors. Altra has really upped their game and have come with more colors in their shoes. And I'm not sure I like all of the new versions, the new colorways, but I liked this one. This one kind of spoke to me with the green bottom and the gray top and a little bit of orange. I kind of liked it. So I'm looking forward. Anyway, I'm going to go give them a try. I like the way they look so far, but I'll report back after my initial run. I'm not leaving you, I'm just running. Doesn't matter. Got the double trailhead going here. Okay, so I finished my initial outing in the Altra Lone Peak 7s. I did just under 3 miles. We went down to the River Legacy trails so I could get on some dirt. They're like the closest ones to my house. We did just probably 2.8 miles or so. Mostly hiking, mostly walking, but ran a little bit. I can tell the shoes feel very similar to my Lone Peak 5s as far as cushioning goes, which they should. It's the same 25 millimeters of Ego midsole that were in the Lone Peak 5s. I think the grip could be a little bit better, but it's really hard to tell. It's dry today and We were not on very technical trails. They're pretty flat. Was very comfortable. The since my Lone Peak 5s were pretty worn out, most of my runs lately have been in either the Speedland shoes, which have a fairly wide toe box, or my Ultra Temp 4s, which still have a fairly wide toe box, but they're the standard fit from Ultra, whereas these are the original fit. You can definitely tell there's more toe room, more room to display. Kind of missed that, so I enjoy that in the Lone Peaks. So I was enjoying that. I'll just have to report back as I get more miles on them, but so far my initial impressions are good. Thanks for joining. I hope you're out there moving along and having a good day, and keep moving.